Who would you say this program is not for?
Anyone can really benefit from it. I would say who gets the most out of it are people who have big goals and want to achieve big things, right? And everyone could like benefit from it, from like sitting in on the calls, because everyone has a different situation in these hot seats that everyone can learn from. But like even people not in the restaurant's case could learn from like the business mentality. But like the people who really will like get 10x value, 20x value are the people who, okay, I want to achieve this goal,
Right.
but I don't know what needs to happen to achieve this goal. And for me, it was different. It's like, oh, I want to achieve this goal. And Alex is like, no, you need to 3x your goal. So it helps for everyone. And it's, people get different multiple in the value based on what their goal is.
It depends on what problem they're looking to solve or goal that they have. Wesley, thank you for joining.
Yep.
Give us a little introduction. Your name of the business, current stage in the business.
Yeah, so my name is Wesley. We're on Happy Holdings Group. So we have two concepts, Asian concepts, like bowls of rice, and the second concept's Munch and Dumplings. Merch stage right now, we currently have 4 locations, where 2 more is in the pipeline to open within a month and a half.
Mm-hmm. Both in Texas as well.
Both in Dallas, yep.
Dallas. So you have 2 in Chicago, 1 in Milwaukee, 1 in Dallas, and opening up another 2 in Dallas.
Yep, the Dallas area.
Amazing. So you're building a hub there in Texas. Wonderful. So you joined back in January. You joined the Inner Circle back in...
Was it February or January?
January. I think mid-January. I guess what results were you hoping to achieve?
Oh shit, that's a good question. Joining to learn like how to scale like management, right? Because I think we're going from 1 location to 2 location. And the first time we scaled to the second location, we didn't have like the management skills. So we wanted to kind of close that loop. And that was really what the goal, right? To learn how to close that loop and scale to multiple locations.
Mm-hmm. Was there like a specific problem that you were struggling with that you were looking for a solution for?
I would say we wanted to be better at managing multiple locations. It wasn't like exact, like, oh, this is a pain point right now, but it's more of a, okay, it's going to be a pain point if we want to get to where we want to get to.
Right. And then like what specific gems would you say you took out of the management system? There's obviously a lot of components, a lot of terminologies that Alex uses. What stood out to you most that you like have in your daily workflow now?
Yeah, so the best thing is like, I would say the RAAs, it's a very complex topic, really broken down into like a very simple system you could really like not just learn yourself, but like kind of teach your team on, right? It's a philosophy of, okay, what kind of results are we getting? Like what's the reality we're dealing with right now? Okay, and then you look at, is the reality good? Is the reality bad? What can we do to make the reality better, worse, or whatever? And then make a plan there and then execute on it. And that's the action. And it's just like a very simple philosophy for like management, where everyone gives you all these like little steps and tools where they don't really teach you the core meaning of what it means to like manage a team with like simple idea. And breaking it down to that way allow us to kind of, okay, adapt it, learn from it, and really hone it into what we're building.
Makes sense. How has your role as an owner changed?
Right now, it changed from a lot. I was like starting to get pulled out the day to day, but I'm more pulled out now. I'm less of like even more managing. I'm not even managing the team anymore.
You said you spend like 4 hours a day watching podcasts?
Yeah, listen to podcasts, like just planning, learning, like closing up like any loops that I have in terms of lack of skill of where we can get to. It's more like, okay, where can we get to?
There's no immediate fires that you have to pull out. But
it's more like planning. Where do we want to go? Like, where should we go?
What to do?
Yeah, what to do.
That makes sense. And before, were you in the how to do it as well? How to actually execute? Like, how was it different before? Did you have 4 extra hours a day to watch podcasts and learn, or no?
I was always a huge podcast guy. It's just more time now, right? Back then, I would say a lot more of the what to do, like what do you gotta do. Now it's just the why. It's like, why do we do things, and like getting the team to understand the why so they can figure out the what and the how. Kind of helped a lot.
And as you started to grow and develop your skill sets and knowledge, has more A players start to come around you and join the team? You know, Alex has this philosophy, like this saying, he's like, when you're honey, you attract bees. When you're shit, you attract flies. You feel like you're turning more into honey and you're attracting more bees around you?
That's a good question. I would say with like the RAA, instead of attracting it, we're more attuned to it. Like it's our frequency now. It's like, okay, this person understands how to achieve our goals, and this person knows what it takes to achieve our goals. And it just becomes more clear of, okay, the frequency is right in terms of back then we were looking for A players is like the ranking was totally off. What we thought was an A player back then, it wasn't really an A player because we had different goals, different metrics. Now we're more clear on what we're trying to achieve. So we're more clear on the type of people that are needed to achieve that goal.
Is there more operational efficiency now? Is it more efficient team running?
Yeah, it was more efficient in terms of everyone's getting better and know what getting better mean.
Walk me through your decision-making process. Like when we originally spoke, we hopped on a call in January. On that call, what skepticism did you have, if any?
Mm-hmm.
And then what ultimately made you say, fuck it, let's pull the trigger on this?
Skepticism? It was too good to be true. That was my, like, no, like someone
offering itself, or just?
Yeah, the offer. I would say, people like Alex don't really spend their time teaching, right? The opportunity is not really there because they're usually growing business and they don't spend time teaching, right? And we're like, okay, that's a little weird, a little too good to be true, right? And we expected only like, probably like 1 hour a month, and we get a lot more than that. So that skepticism really was, it was too good to be true. Like, how much can Alex offer when his time if he's doing all this stuff, right? But he's able to make his time. I don't know how, but it worked out, you know.
Yeah. And then what made you pull the trigger? Like what got you across the finish line? Because it was a very low resistance process with you. There wasn't much objections. You're like, makes sense. This guy has the experience. I want to grow. Makes sense. Either way, I'm going to pay for growth, either with mistakes or with paying a mentor.
Yeah, I would say.
What was going through your mind?
So yeah, I think you made a good point, right? It's either we're paying mistakes, or we're paying to learn, or we're paying for the mistake of not growing because of our ignorance, right? Because we don't know what we don't know, right? I didn't know that I can scale a lot faster than I should be, than my goal is, right?
Did he put a fire under your ass?
Yeah, I would say it's kind of shifted.
And still, you grew 3x in the last year. He's like, yo, you're going too slow.
Right, exactly.
Speed the fuck up. So you went from 2.9 to, what is the revenue at now?
The run rate is 9.7.
That's amazing. That's significant. Obviously, mostly all of that is due to your massive action taking, your implementation of everything that you're learning and actually putting it into action. We don't do things for you, right? We're not a done for you service where we give you a magic pill and you swallow it and you grow 3x in revenue. You did a lot of work yourself, right? But aside from that, like, how much do you actually attribute to being in the inner circle?
That's a good question. I would say a lot, right? A lot more than you're claiming. Like, doing the work, like, it's easier to do the work when you know what to do, right? That's like 10% of the effort. It's like, the crazy part is the 90% is doing the work without knowing where you can get to is the rat race of like, okay, that's more draining. But once you like learn and know where to go, right? That mental shift is I think we had this conversation last time. That mental shift is where I put a lot of value in, right? Because once I have that mental shift of, okay, I'll be done, execution is more seamless and more natural to me, right? That's the biggest part, right? It's like once you have that mental shift, then you'll do the stuff in place. So like you can learn all these cool tricks, management tricks, management tips, but if your mental state is in like point A and your skills are point B, it doesn't fucking matter.
You have the mindset shift first.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you say this program is not for? The inner circle, who is it not for?
I mean, anyone can really benefit from it. I would say who gets the most out of it are people who have big goals and want to achieve big things, right? And everyone could like benefit from it, from like sitting in on the calls, because everyone has a different situation and these hot seats that everyone can learn from, right? That's not like the downside, right? The downside isn't that you can't learn anything. It's not that it's not for anyone. Like even people not in the restaurants could learn from like the business mentality, but like the people who really would like get 10x value, 20x value are the people who, okay, I want to achieve this goal,
Right.
but I don't know what needs to happen to achieve this goal. And for me, it was different. It's like, oh, I want to achieve this goal. And Alex is like, no, you need to do X your goal. So it helps for everyone. And people get different multiple in the value based on what.
Depends on what problem they're looking to solve or goal that they have. There's a lot of restaurant consultants, and they solve a lot of very important problem, but I would consider them small problem. Menu design, people who are helping people start up, maybe optimizing their schedule, their food costs by a couple of coins. We're not really specialists in that field by any means, right? There are a lot of other people, a lot of other consultants who run a couple of restaurants that can help you with that. I would say we cater more to the people who are looking to 10x what they're already doing, which is already successful. They have a successful business making money. They have the menu, they have the concept that's working, and they want to grow. Let's say somebody is like that is watching this video, obviously for a little bit more clarity. You didn't need clarity to make a decision. You're like, that's it, Alex, but they need a little bit more clarity. That's why they're watching this video. What advice would you give that person?
Can you pinpoint the person again?
Yeah, someone who's already has a successful restaurant, if not restaurants, likely over $2 million a year in revenue, from 2 to 50, and just looking to take it to the next level and build $1 billion company valuation.
I would say the management system is management philosophy. Like the systems can like adapt, right? But the philosophy is fairly important, because as you grow, the philosophy is very useful in managing different types of people, right? You're not just managing restaurant floor level people anymore. You're managing managers, or you're managing a whole different department, like the marketing team, the recruiting or HR team, finance team. Like that philosophy would still be needed to create your own goals and metrics to achieve for, right? Because these people who are teaching how to like improve food costs are teaching you level 1 skills.
Yeah.
You're gonna need like a level 4, level 5 philosophy to build the level 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're teaching you how to solve the problems yourself, but we're teaching you how to bring people in to solve those problems for you. Makes sense.
And how to guide those people to achieve your goal.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. What about like being in a group setting? Because obviously you have Alex, sunshine and rainbows, not always. That's obviously super helpful, right? What about a group of people who are at a similar situation that you are, some below, some above, doesn't matter. How has that made an impact? Are there any specific takeaways that you've had from other people? Things that they're doing that you're not, sorry.
No, you're good.
Things that they're doing that you're not, maybe mistakes that they're making that you want to avoid.
I would say that's where like Alex is more like big picture and like goals, philosophies, and like you're in a group with people who kind of buy into that philosophy. Then you can learn the details. Every restaurant is a little different. I was just talking to someone else, Albie. His restaurant is completely different from mine. He's very full service, and he was like entertainment type of business, and his metrics are different. And like, oh, you could learn from what he's doing and what he cares about and what he's telling his team to focus on. And those are the details on how to improve that you can learn from your kids, right? With the right philosophy, people are gonna have the details that you can like collaborate with. Like it's gonna end up somewhere, so you can learn from them, and that's very helpful.
But how does that help you? Knowing his metrics, knowing his business, it's completely different. It's not applicable to you. How does that help you?
It's helpful in a sense. It's like, it's something that he cares about that's important that we didn't think was important. right? But it is his details on like, okay, what should the ambiance be? What should be the light setting? Okay, that's something very creative that we don't think about.
What has been beneficial for you? So I know that you're doing a lot with aggregators. You're doing a lot with influencers as well. Talk to me about those two systems and how your whole idea of just like marketing, what you spend your marketing time and dollars on, and what you don't and why.
Yeah, and all that is it comes back down to like we're able to improve our system because of the philosophy, right? So initially start with a small goal of okay, let's shoot for this many impressions, and then as the goal gets bigger, you can train your managers. Okay, you have a bigger goal now, and these are the details under it. How can you adjust your details to achieve this goal? And then once you get to the next goal, let's say for us, like the goal is revenue now, and the guardrail is like return on ad spend or return on investment. Okay, now you have more tools in your tool belt to manage that. Like, okay, now you have more locations you can deploy capital to and stuff like that. And that goes back to the philosophy. Without that philosophy, we wouldn't have been able to adjust our goals and optimize for different goals that are important to our business.
Right. That makes sense. So, do you think that it all ties back into management? Like a lot of people see management as its like own separate department and the restaurant like a separate component. But thinking about marketing, when you're tracking metrics, the RAA system applies. It's a management philosophy of managing marketing, right?
Yeah.
So it all stems from management. You'd say.
Yeah. And for me, it's like really understanding what management was, right? Is management just, telling this person to do A, B, and C?
Yeah.
Or, okay, the philosophy is telling this person this is the goal, and guide and coaching and learning what managing means. It means coaching your team and teaching them what it takes to achieve the goal and stuff like that. Because you're always going to have different goals as you get bigger. Building the skill on teaching your team how to achieve that goal is what the management philosophy is. And that's important at every level, not just level 1, but up to level 10, I think.
Yeah, right. So when you joined, you were M2 of the business and you moved up to the M3 role?
Or I say more like M4 now.
M4.
Okay.
M4, you have Anna.
That's it.
Oh, you have a couple of people in your direct report, right?
Yeah. It's still
added some more people. Like HR, finance.
Yep. So, like a lot less in the operation. COO, I guess, what we're calling her. Head of marketing or head of growth, head of like HR, recruiting, finance. So those are 4 people. Like,
so Ivan, your marketing guy, he's also responsible for development.
Yeah. So it's more of like, okay, you gave his goal is revenue. So, okay, I unlocked more tools for him to hit those goals.
Right.
He said, if he comes to me and say, okay, I'm pulling all our levers to hit our revenue goals, and I don't have any more levers to pull. Okay, you want another lever? So then there's
don't you think that like loses his focus?
Yeah, I mean it allows him to control a bigger portion of what the goal is and kind of fill the slots under. Now he's coming to me, okay, I'm starting to hit capacity. And then it comes to question, okay, you're still expected to hit the goal. What do you need to do to continue to hit those goals? All right. Do you need to create more automation? Do you need to leverage your time better? Do you have to leverage AI? Or do you need to just hire more people? Stuff like that. Then you kind of are coaching them to make the right decision.
How have your meetings changed?
I would say my meetings changed. It's more teaching the philosophy and understanding now rather than, do this, do task A, B, C, or D. This is the goal. This is the result. What didn't we do that led to this? Or what did we do incorrectly that led to this? And now let's not do that again. Let's fix that. And let's take the action. So it's more of that, teaching that train of thought.
So here's the outcome that I want. There are many ways that you can get to this outcome. Figure it out. I'll help you along the way, but figure it out.
Right.
Before it's like, take this specific time.
Right. And that method, like take the specific path, wasn't always right because I didn't know all the best answers. Right. But if you have a good system with the right people and give them the right goal, they'll know the right path. But if you tell them what to do, you're going to limit them based off your mental capabilities.
That has to be the right people there.
Right, right.
Which goes back to the honey. Honey applies.
You could test your team. This is the goal. If they're spinning wheels, not knowing what to do, then that's probably not that you're an A player. But if you give them a goal and they're doing what it takes to improve and learn, okay, that's a potential A player. It's learning how to seek out the A players too, right?
What about those owners that believe like, oh, there's no more A players in the restaurant industry anymore? You've heard this, right? Like everyone is leaving the restaurant industry. Nobody wants to work in a restaurant anymore. Or the owner that's like, oh, if I hire a great manager, it's going to lower my profit. I'm going to make less money. What would you recommend that person to do? Or mentality shift that person should have?
Yeah, and you can go back to, I guess the philosophy, right? What's the goal? You want A players. Okay, why are we as a restaurant not getting A players? Is our culture not good? Are we not paying good enough? Are the systems not built good enough for A players to succeed? Right? And then it goes back to philosophy. Okay, these are the things we need to fix to get A players. Okay, let's fix it. Are we getting A players? Oh, we're getting a little bit more. Okay, fix the other thing. Okay, we're getting more A players.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's just like people don't know how to solve the problem or manage the problem.
Right. Do you feel like Alex has helped with that specific problem as well? Like getting A players around?
I would say he helped me create clarity on how to solve that problem.
When you're growing, it's about how to manage it.
Exactly.
When expanding the next location, you manage a person. You're not going to do the stuff yourself. When it's about marketing, you're solving a marketing problem, you're managing a team. When it's an operational problem and prep time is high, you're managing.
It's important for me. Like I'm putting a lot of weight on the philosophy, probably different from other people in the group. But as you grow, I personally think there's a constraint somewhere. There's a problem you didn't solve, and you're not going to know how to solve. If you don't have a system to solve that problem, you're going to spin in wheels. Like, okay, how come I'm not growing? How come I'm not growing? You just don't know how to achieve the goal, or you didn't set a higher goal for your team to achieve to get past that constraint, right? So it really comes down to, okay, learn how to be a good coach on how to get your team to achieve the results and goals you want. And then your time as like my time as CEO is like, okay, what are good goals? What are important goals to solve for? And having a team to be able to do that gives me more confidence to like kind of like sit down, like you said, like spend 4 hours listening to podcasts, read about what's going on, so I can start steering the ship into the right direction rather than like shoveling coal so make the ship go faster, right? Like the direction of the ship becomes more important than how fast the ship goes.
That makes sense. Do you feel like your business would have been in a different state right now if you didn't come into the inner circle in January?
I would say we're probably going to be half the size we're at now. We're probably like 1.5, maybe 2x max.
Yeah?
Yeah.
2x revenue max?
Yeah. It's the mental shift. Like I told Alex my goals and he was like, you need to do better.
What about today when he told you have to do even more better?
It's still taking me a little time to catch up with that one. But yeah, it takes time.
No, because I understand like your concerns as well. Very valid concerns. Right? We're not going to maximize the revenue per location because of operational inefficiency, and then the clients may not come back because they didn't have a good experience, long prep time, or so it's like
it's all concerns. I guess I'm justifying with it's a limiting belief, right? My limiting belief. Oh, I can't do 35.
Yeah, you can, bro.
Right?
I believe in you,
and stuff like that. Right? It's just like once people get past that, then you'll be able to ask the right questions. Why can't I do 35? Instead of like why can't I do 35? What does it take to get to that? All right. Well, what do I need to build? What do I need to do to achieve the goal?
Most people honestly react right away with why can't it happen? And that's a limiting belief for that, as they automatically put a blocker on your head. Instead of asking, what are the ways that we could make it happen? Do you try to have that philosophy, that approach, like what are the ways we could make it happen?
Yeah.
Rather than like, oh, it's not working because of competitors or what.
And I guess it's different for each person, right? It's like, if you're telling me we can do 1,000, okay, that's way outside my comfort zone, right? If it's far enough, whereas like, okay, Okay, I actually can come up with why. Why?
What did Alex say? 15 in the next year?
35. He said 35.
35.
So that's like
So we got to do an updated interview. I swear to God. Because we did our first one, you had 2. So you joined, you had 1. Already second sign. Then we did the first one 3 months in. You had 2. And you had like about a 1.8x growth in April, back in April.
yeah. So that's we're at 2 then.
You were at about a 2x growth.
We are 2 locations.
Oh, 2 locations?
Mhm.
And then you went from like 2.9 to like 4.6 at the time, right? Or 4
Yeah, I think so.
running it. And then now you're at 9 point, what was it?
9.7.
9.7 in a matter of 10 months. Incredible. Guys, we make no income claims, by the way. We have no guarantee. The reason Wesley was able to be successful is because he took action. He has a great business model, very talented guy. The only thing that is guaranteed is that there's going to be a lot of work that goes into it, but it's fun work. Thank you so much.
Cheers, brother.
For your time.